This white lady is going viral for saying that she misses black people. She had moved out somewhere where it really ain't no black people around. Guess she moved to the country somewhere, and she did this TikTok saying that she misses black people. Also, there's some clips saying that racism is jealousy. That's all racism is. It's people jealous of another people. It's some hot takes in this video, y'all. You are not going to want to click off this video. Watch this, y'all. Check it out.
I miss black people. I know that sounds crazy, but I am from Georgia, and I used to go to HBCU, and the majority of my friends were black, and now I live in a small town in California, and I miss black people. There's not very many here, and I hate it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my job, I love my friends here, but I miss black people. Don't come for me. I miss the culture, I miss the vibe, I miss the confidence, the jokes, the food. I miss black people. Something's missing.
Now, for those that don't know, look, I just recently took a trip to Jamaica. On my resort, there was a lot of white people out there. They love the culture. They love the turn up. They like the way we dance. They like the way we move. They like the way we party. And I feel sorry for her. Because she out there where it's dry, and no sense of humor. Ew.
In my life, and I've come to the conclusion that that's what it is. Okay, bye.
The biggest tools the white supremacists use to control the general population is jealousy. Not just fear of minorities, but fear of minorities being more successful than you as a white person. Because implicitly, deep down, they know that they have a significant advantage over every single immigrant, over black and brown people in the US. Because of factors like racism, all you have to do is look to the government and see how white and how conservative it is. But they cannot accept the fact that somebody who came to America 5 years ago didn't know any English and was able to work themselves into society, get a good paying job, and take care of their family is more successful than them. They can't accept the fact that there are people who have come to America and done better in a system that was built for them. That is why I believe that a large portion of racism and bigotry in general is rooted in jealousy. It's not just about white people wanting to hoard the resources, it's
Black excellence breeds unrecognized jealousy among white women teachers. So you got to think to yourself, let's just say you conquer the land. You and your people conquer the land. And those people that you conquer, or those people that you brought over to help conquer, start elevating more than you, and you had a 400-year head start. How would you feel?
about white people wanting to hoard them so other people don't get them. They would rather see people of color fail than another white person succeed, because it's never been about success. It's been about preventing others from doing well. That sort of spite is what keeps them going.
This is how I know that racism is literally just jealousy. Because if you don't like a group of people, if you don't like someone or something, you leave it alone. You leave them alone, because if you don't like something or someone, you avoid them. But the thing with racists, or especially anti-black racists, they do not leave us the fuck alone. Like, how can you claim to hate black people, yet be obsessed with them and be involved in everything they do?
The Bible says they go out to foreign lands and do a diligent search, because you know that we was the first people on this earth. So therefore, our trail is everywhere. So this is why you get these what are they called? The people who be excavating and digging and searching for knowledge and stuff to see who we are. This is why they go out and do these things, because they have an obsession. They have an obsession. Where we come, y'all remember the Henrietta Lacks? We just did that. Bruh, we have spiritual power, and they like, damn, these people are magical.
Anti-black racists literally claim to hate black people, yet will literally not leave them alone. And you can see this with history. You can see this with segregation era, when black people were actually thriving on their own, and yet white people destroyed their communities. It's just like, how can you claim to hate us, yet want to be us? And be so obsessed with us and our culture. You try to make us look bad. You come up with these crazy ass slurs to call us. There is just so much anti-blackness throughout America's conception that I literally could make like not even 2 hours. Like I could be ranting about this forever. It's honestly just insane how you claim to hate us, yet you are literally obsessed with us. We live in your head rent-free. Jealousy is a disease.
Most people don't like realize this, but all racism is just jealousy.
Watch, she about to cook. Watch this. Check this out, y'all.
That has like mutilated so much that now it's like so evil. Like it's legit like the almost final evil form of jealousy. And I'm not talking about like the systemic racism, like the racism that's in the systems that, you know, keep like black people down and keep them in like certain levels type of thing. I'm just talking about the type of racism that's like in people's brains and their opinions and the biases they held, things like that. They're jealous of the things that maybe like black people are capable of, or the natural like bodies or faces that they're born with, or like, I don't know, maybe even like the influence that black people have on things like entertainment and music and even sports and arts. Like just being jealous of like kind of the culture that the black community holds. And mind you, jealousy is a very normal emotion. Jealousy is a normal human emotion to feel. But then when you don't clock your jealousy, when you can't accept your jealousy, you kind of hide it. And the more you try to hide something, the more it mutilates into something really, really evil. It's very similar to misogyny. It's very similar to hating women. Men, like, the thing is that a lot of people who are racist don't even realize they're racist. Like, they'll have like black friends and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But you don't actually look at black people as someone who is equal to you. But yeah, it's like very similar to women, because at the end of the day, a lot of men and women too, like who hate other women and don't even realize it, it's because they're jealous of them. They're jealous of the privileges like women have, and they're very different things. But then once you cross over women and also black women, it just turns into like a whole different ballgame.
Racism is about jealousy. If you think that's a reductive statement, please stick with me. When I say jealousy, I'm talking about insecurity, which is really what jealousy is, but I think it's easier to understand if I say insecurity.
So therefore, the jealousy becomes an obsession, because if you're jealous of someone, there's something you're jealous about. So therefore, you would try to observe them so much, it's like you become obsessed with them. Why am I jealous about this person? Oh, because they got the thick lips. Oh, let me go get me some lip fillers. Or because they got a big round butt or whatever. Let me go get that. Let me go do this. Let me go do that. Let me go try to tan my skin and get my skin darker. This is how the jealousy becomes an obsession, y'all.
Security rather than just jealousy. Because we know from appropriation that we are very jealous of other cultures. Why would we want to listen to the music, eat the food, wear the clothes, do the hairstyles, have everything, the language, but not give credit where credit is due and not uplift the people who created it? White people are so lost in feeling like they don't have a connection to culture, especially many of us who are very far removed from our European roots. And I think the need to fill that space and that insecurity of this lack of culture and lack of something to call our own is often filled with cultural appropriation and the idea that being white is superior.
This is why they put themselves in all of the movies. I got this thing called the TV test. You flick through each channel. The first person you see is going to be 99.9% out of the time is going to be a white person. Just flick through your channels. Just count. The first person you see is going to be 99.9% of the time is going to be white. You're just flicking through, and you just see the first person that you see is always going to be. You might stumble upon a black person here and there. You know what I'm saying? But this goes to show you that it's programming. Then you compare it with the doll test. You know what I'm saying? This is programming, y'all. That's why I must remind my people that you're beautiful, you're special, you're unique. You know what I'm saying? We must remind each other of this. We have to, because our people walking around here and they don't like themselves. They don't like the way they look because of what's going on around them. When you look on social media, when you look in the magazines, even back in the day, people looked in the magazines, all they seen was white people. All they see is white people in the movies. All they see is white everywhere you go. So now what that does is make you hate yourself. This is why we must I must keep doing my job to remind my people that you're special and try to uplift my people. Let's get it.
White people will go and make fun of black people for having big lips, yet white people go get their lips done. White people will say, you know, things about black people's skin tone, but then go get a tan and try to be brown. White people sit here and say they don't like black people, yet they listen to rap and hip hop music. White people will say black people have big butts, but then are on a freaking stepper at the gym or getting BBLs out here or injections. White people use the N-word loosely, but are so scared to actually embrace their saying the N-word. And if they get caught online, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. If you're racist.
Right. They only say the N-word when they on the Xbox game. When can't nobody see them. They only say the N-word when they're online. Can't nobody find them or nothing like that. That's the only time they use it. Or when they're in their car in traffic. When you can't get to them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't promote violence and none of that. I'm not down with violence and none of that stuff. But what I'm saying is that people would try to belittle you, you know what I'm saying, from a distance and act like you just don't matter at all. And I'm telling you, it's the opposite. You matter a great deal. So much so as people are obsessed with you. Understand that.
You're racist. If you're so confident about being racist, then why are you mad that you're being exposed? If you don't like black people, why are you doing everything that black people do? Why are you stealing their culture? Why are you trying to get big lips? Why are you trying to get dark skin? Why are you trying to get a big butt? Because you're making fun of black people for having these types of features, yet you're hypocritical. And I think you're just mad because black people are beautiful. Black people got the best skin ever, the most beautiful skin, and when they get older, they look so much younger. Like, beautiful plump lips. Their music is fly. Like, who can lie on that? Not all white people, but some white people like to go get braids done in their hair, but still over here trying to be racist and everything. Like, girl.
I went to the Bahamas, and they had these the black people. They was doing hair. They had their braid stands set up and all of that. All their customers was white, getting braids done in their head, and they was looking at each other like, "Oh, you got the braids, you got the cornrows." They was all happy. Because they trying to look like you. And they use such a mind trick on us is that when most of our sisters was little, you had white baby dolls in the commercials. So therefore, you would get the white baby doll and you would think that the white baby doll is more prettier. When you watch shows like Baywatch, there's slow motion with the white girl. She had his long hair with the water all dripping down her and, you know, they put the music behind it. Now you think that this is the standard of beauty. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, our brains has been, I want to say washed, but yeah, we've been brainwashed to think that other people is more beautiful than us. And that's not true, y'all.
Girl, are you okay?
Every single time I become friends with a white woman, it's like they don't mind being next to me so they can reap the benefits of black culture, but they don't want me to be doing better than them and they don't want me to get more attention than them. That's when it's a problem. Like, and that's how a lot of white women act. No shade. They don't mind being friends with a black girl, but that black girl can't be deemed as more attractive than them. And that black girl can't be prettier than them or get more attention than them or smarter than them. No. Because in their head, they believe that as a white woman, they're automatically supposed to be on top. And most white women do befriend black girls just to have them as a sidekick. And so oftentimes they'll become friends with a black girl just so you can remind them that they're at the top of the beauty standard. And oftentimes when you get around a white girl and you start showing her that even though you're at the bottom of the beauty standard, you still get more attention than her, they start acting out and they start having tantrums.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all remember the situation where the sister was spending the night over the white girl house and she did some nasty stuff with her toothbrush? Y'all remember that story? I'm telling y'all. You better be careful. Be careful. We amongst some evil people. And if you not like that, I ain't talking about you. If you a white person and you not like this, I'm not talking about you. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this viral video of the girl saying that she missed being around black people. She missed the culture. She missed the vibe. She missed the dancing. She missed the fun that we have. And she's out there in the country some damn where doing whatever she do with all that dry ass sense of humor. Laughing at her uncle corny ass jokes. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Big Kish signing out. Going, y'all.